Next, it's my pleasure to introduce Luca Belforte, who's leading innovation projects focused on functional surfaces and coatings for the automotive industry. As the chemical and physical department manager at Centro Research Fiat, which is linked to Stellantis, Luca brings a wealth of expertise in cutting-edge material research. In his talk today, Luca will share valuable insights into sustainable materials and advanced characterization techniques, which are crucial for the development of next-gen batteries. So, Luca, stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. My name is Luca, and I work in a department that now is called Sustainable Raw Material. So in Stellantis, we are focusing on the raw materials to get to the performance and also to the environmental target that we have at company level. Just a brief outline of my presentation. I will illustrate I will recall the Forward 2030 plan of Stellantis. That is the present decarbonization plan that is still valid in the company. Then I will show how, regarding the materials and the raw materials, how Stellantis want to get to the aim for 2030 by having partnership and collaborations. I will focus on some research project funded by European Commission, in which we are supporting the development of the new cell technologies and also the development of the supply chain in Europe. And finally, the conclusion of my presentation. So as I said, Stellantis in 2022 presented an ambition plan that is an economic plan, but also a decarbonization plan. So by 2030, Stellantis want to decrease the CO2 emission by 50% compared to 2021. And Stellantis wants to become carbon neutral in 2038. So to reach this target, we have to work on many aspects, from the manufacturing to our energy sources. But an important impact is also coming from the material, especially the raw material, and especially we know raw materials for batteries. We know that at the moment the carbon footprint of the battery pack is quite high. And if we want to reduce this carbon footprint, we have to work, as I said, on the material we use for making these packs. For reaching this target, Stellantis has invested in partnership with raw material producer. Here I show some example. For example, the production of lithium hydroxide from the geothermal brine with a process that has a very low carbon emission, close to zero. And we have a partnership with CTR in US and zero carbon lithium from Vulcan in Europe. The same, we are investing in sustainable nickel sulfate and cobalt sulfate with Cunico and Terrafame, always in Europe. And also Stellantis is also looking at the future and wants to manufacturing by himself the battery cells, and for this reason he created this joint venture with the most experienced battery maker. We have ACC in Europe, LG and Samsung SDI in North America, and recently we announced the JV with CATL again in Europe. Regarding the future technology, also Stellantis has invested in some small company and startups that wants to develop new cell technology, like Factorial, that is developing solid state batteries, Tiamat, French startup that is focused on sodium ion batteries, and Zeta and Lighten that are working on lithium sulfur cells. And in parallel to these activities, there are most focus on industrial development. We are working in collaborative project founded